wonder if that's John's car. I hope it isn't that, cause then it would be time for him to come back in the flat. It's now day 25, and today's subject is phobias. Hey! You may have noticed, you may not have noticed, that yesterday there was no video. I apologise, but after my dinner I had some severe kind of indigestion type pain. I thought the best thing was to leave the video and just focus on getting better. I apologise and I hope you forgive me. Phobias is another subject that fascinates me, especially the weird phobias. I don't know if it's because I've got some weird ones myself, but I just love hearing about other people's phobias, you know, what makes them scared, what it is they don't like, and you know, if they have any idea where it's come from. So like I said, I have my own phobias, some of them not so weird, some of them extremely weird, and I thought I would tell you mine if you tell me yours. Deal? Do you want to shake on it? Deal. The first one I'll mention, which maybe isn't so strange because I know there's plenty of other people with this fear, and that is clowns. I was 10 years old, I stayed over at a friend's house and she had the film Stephen King's It. A lot of you will know what I'm talking about when I mention Stephen King's It, some of you won't. If you don't know, then look it up. You will see the clown and hopefully you will have some kind of understanding as to why a 10-year-old would be scared, and that fear has just stuck with me. Basically, it has stayed with me and probably will stay with me until the day I die. The second one I'll mention is pigeons. I can't really put my finger on what exactly it is I don't like about pigeons, but I know I particularly don't like the suspense that they might all suddenly fly up at you if like a child runs through, or the fact they always seem to kind of walk in your path and there's that whole suspense of walking towards it. Is it going to suddenly be scared? And I kind of freak myself out. I stare at it just thinking, is it going to fly? 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 And then, of course, if it does fly, it then makes me jump. And I do not enjoy that feeling. Third one I'll mention is fish, and I guess I could put frogs with that. But I think this sparks from when I was young. I had a dream about having a school trip, and we were going to have this school trip in real life, and so I guess that's why I dreamt about it. In my dream, we were walking down the pier. I live in Southend, and we've got a very long pier, and I dreamt that I fell through, and they weren't able to rescue me, and I couldn't reach anything. And I can remember in the dream seeing all the shadows of the kind of different fish, and kind of even sharks were going past and things like that, and the fact I could feel them going past my legs. And ever since, I've never felt comfortable with fish, and I just don't like the fact that they're slimy. And I feel frogs, I know frogs aren't slimy, but they have that look that they're going to be kind of slimy and leave some kind of feeling on your hands, and it creeps me out. Fourth one I'll pick out is spit. I don't like phlegm and spit. It's strange because I can handle blood, I can handle sick, I can handle wee, but I can't handle spit. I can't really say why. Well, I know that I don't like it for the same reason that it feels like there's something on your hands. You know, at school they used to spit on the railings going up the stairs, and if you put your hand through it, it just felt like it was there for ages. You just could not get the feeling of that person's spit off your hand. And I guess that's why, but then you'd think I should have a problem with things like blood and wee, but I don't. Final one I'll mention, which is actually, if you can believe it, the weirdest of the bunch. It's a rare fear, but I know other people with it, and that is a fear of buttons. Yes, a fear of buttons. Not buttons like keyboard buttons or anything, buttons on clothing. And I have always, for as long as I've had memory, been scared of buttons. My earliest memory of knowing I had the fear was when I used to lock myself in the bathroom on Sundays because I didn't want Mum to put me in my kind of Sunday best dress because I didn't like the shiny things on the back. Just to clarify, it's not a fear that buttons are going to hurt me or they're going to come alive and do something to me. It's not like that. It's actually similar to the other ones, where to me they look really shiny, and if I touch one, I really feel like I can't get the feeling off my hands, and it really creeps me out. I've always had it, and still have it, and it's one of those fears that I'm not even interested in trying to get over. It's one of those ones I'm happy to just avoid buttons for the rest of my life. I dislike them that much. And actually, I've just remembered when I was looking up fears once in Fascination that I believe I saw there was a fear of slimy things, and maybe that's what I've got. And all of these other ones, like spit and frogs and buttons and fish, all comes under that. I must look this up. Bear with me, bear with me. Yes, I have found it. Yes, I was right. There is a fear of slimy things, and it's called Myxophobia. Myxo phobia. Fear of slimy things. Man, this website has literally every fear probably in the world. Anyway, that's enough from me. Please do feel free to share your weird fears, as it will make me feel less of a complete and utter freak. That is day 25.